Chopper.
Thank you, thank you. I'm trying. I'm working my little hiney off, my big hiney off anyway. Okay, so when this came out, I was like, oh, it's just another chop and prep. They just made it bigger, you know, and they're adding a little whiskey thing in there. No, it's so much more than that. They're just expanding on the idea of the herb chopper, the chop and prep. And so what they have is pretty much the chop and prep with the option to do more. And what they have is the same three blade. They've got the nice little safety carrier now, so you can store it in your drawer, and it's not going to cut you if you go to reach for it. So that's a nice little thing. They've also shaved the blades here. I don't know if you've had a chop and prep or used it before, but if you get in there with your sponge, sometimes that little corner will stick out and poke you. So they've shaved it and removed some of the excess blade in there, so it's a little safer. They've also added a little groove here on the top so that you can hold it safely. And then they have a little thumbprint here, and it even gives you the little guide. Put your thumb here so that you can snap it in easily, so you're not risking cutting yourself, because these are very, very sharp razor-like blades. That's how you get that nice fine mince. Then what they've done is they've got the no-skid base, just like the chop and prep. They've made a tall base or a high base, and they put a fill line here. So when you do something liquid, that when you start whirling it away with your little lawnmower, it's not going to spew out, okay? So that fill line gives you a guide. You go over that, you're going to have a little spillage. So you below that and you'll be safe. They've also got your measurements, which are embossed on there, so they're never going to wash away. And then they've got the same top. So you can switch them if you need to. If one's being cleaned, you can grab the other one and use the high base. So that's a nice feature. You can use the back of a spoon to open it up, so if you do get a little mess in there, you can clean it very easily. All the pieces can go in the dishwasher on the top rack. And then, the magic part, they put a whisk. Okay, and this whisk, you take whatever you need to chop, and you chop that first. You can take out your chopping blade, put it in the dishwasher, get your whisk. You can add your liquid ingredients to what you've chopped and whisk it all together, and it becomes one. So, for example, you'll say, oh, well, you know, I don't really do smoothies. It's not necessarily just for smoothies. You can use it for custard. You can use it for omelets. You can chop up your onion and your green pepper or your mushrooms, then add your egg, put in your whisk, and you can make an omelet. Dump this right into the pan. You can do puddings in here. You can do purees. You can do a milkshake. Here's a little quick recipe for a milkshake. Put in your blade. Throw in a handful of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, my favorite. Add in a scoop of ice cream, okay? Give it a few lawnmower pulls, okay? Take out your blade, stick in your whisk, add a little bit of milk, give it a whirl, and you have a cinnamon vanilla milkshake. It is so yum. Okay. Plus you're getting that extra fiber and vitamins that come in your cereal, right? Plus women need calcium. We have to have milk in our diet, you know, so you always make that excuse. I can have ice cream, I need more dairy. So what I'm going to do now is something other than the smoothie. I do have a smoothie recipe that we'll all get to try, and we'll all get to try the avocado dip that I'm going to make. The smoothie recipe is very easy. Take frozen strawberries and chop them up. And that's the other thing you can use this for. You can make a puree. So say you wanted to have strawberry oatmeal or blueberry oatmeal, but maybe and you can do baby food with this. Maybe you don't want to have those big lumpy blueberries in your oatmeal. You can puree them in your chopper, then add your oatmeal and whisk it all together. So there's more than one use than just smoothies. Okay, so for the avocado dip, and I like to use this on my turkey sandwiches. I like to spread this onto my turkey. It just gives it that little bit of flavor. You always want to put your blade in first before you add anything, because it's a little hard to get the blade in when you have ingredients already in the container. So we're going to add first the things that we want to chop up really finely, and that's our scallions, which are really fragrant and tasty onion. And our cilantro, which I think goes really great with avocado, but that's a personal preference. You can add whatever you like. And then about 1 garlic clove. If you really like garlic, you can do more or less.
I like how you're using that little thingy.
Yeah, less waste, less And this is a divided
More
dish,
functionality.
kids divided dish. So, and it's I think it's like half cup, 1 1/4 cup. So you know you can use this as a measurement tool.
She's so good.
Tap it. All right. So we got our guys in there. And you want these to be a nice fine mint, so that's what you're going to put in first. Get out of there. It's like frozen being in the cooler. Okay, and it does have a locking mechanism, so you just line up the little guys here, twist, and you can hear it snap together. And it's ergonomic, so that what that means is if you're left or right-handed, this is for you, okay? It has a base where you put your hand on top, and you can grip it back here and with the palm. If you're right-handed, you can do it in this way, or opposite. So, so you put your hand on top. You want to make sure you're on a counter or a surface, not like a tablecloth or anything, so that way your no-slip grip will stay. And you just give it a go. And I think for every like 15 pulls, it's 288 rotations. I mean, it's doing most of the work for you. It's very effortless. My son was helping me prepare all of this before, so I just put everything in there, and he just had a field day doing this while I was grabbing other things. So very easy. It's not loud. Doesn't use any electricity. Tupperware is very eco-friendly. All of our products are made from raw materials, BPA-free. This is BPA-free, and it also doesn't use any electricity. So you don't have to worry if the power goes out and you want to have a smoothie. You can grab from your freezer mates your frozen strawberries, throw in some bananas, and add a little bit of yogurt, and you're good to go. And then it has a clear base so that you can see what's going on. If you want it a rough chop, you can see that. If you need to get a little finer, you can do that. Okay, and then we can add our avocados because they are chunky. We want to mince them up a little bit. And you can, I cut these up a little bit more to fit in my container, but you could probably do 1/4 of an avocado in here and it'll chop up just fine. And avocados are a good fat. They're very good for you. They're very good for your skin. They have that omega-3 fatty acid in there, just like walnuts. So this is a very healthy spread, better than like a mayonnaise base. You can smell that cilantro and onion and garlic already.
Yum.
So once you see that it's kind of getting incorporated, then you just add a little bit of sour cream. And you can add light sour cream, you can do fat-free sour cream. You know what, I'm going to put this in
Yeah, let's
first.
just go for the... Oh, that's right.
And you know what, if you're just using this as like a dip with your carrot, or you're dipping in like your crackers or whatever it might be, if you're putting it on your sandwich and you're not using that much, then, you know, go for the full fat. Give you that good flavor and that nice thick richness. And my son, he's 4, he loves avocado. I was kind of amazed, but he loves it. He'll sit there and just eat it chunk by chunk. And then what you'll do is just take out your blade, and you can throw this right into the dishwasher and put it on the top rack. You can keep it in the case if you want, just to kind of have that extra security. But I'll also at the party cross-sell the bottle brushes. Just so that when I'm washing this or rinsing it off under the sink, I can use the bottle brush, get into all the little nooks and crannies. I don't have to touch it with a sponge and rip up my sponge or my towel. And the brushes will get it nice and clean, and I just set it on the side to dry. So you just throw in your whisk when you've added your liquid ingredients or whatever you want to combine. And look what it does. The inner part of the whisk draws it up, and the outer part will draw it down. So it's creating this little vortex inside. And once you get it going, look how fast that came together. It's like 3 or 4 pulls. So just get it to the point where you see it's kind of, and you can change it, add more milk or add more sour cream, whatever you want to change the consistency.
You're making me hungry.
I'm sorry. It's like a little
green
savory
salad dressing.
Yeah, you could do a green goddess salad dressing in here. Whatever it might be. Or you can do like a fruit puree and then add in a healthy vegetable or add in some kale, and they'll never know. Then, I don't want to have to transfer this to another bowl and dirty something else. Tupperware gives us a seal, so you can just cover it up and put it in the fridge.
Aww.